Right, let's have a butchers and see Wagwan. But first, let's address the autumn budget and the one thing that will affect us, which is stamp duty. With no prior warning or leaks out of absolutely nowhere, stamp duty has changed. On the 30th of October 2024, the first female Chancellor of the Exchequer, Rachel Reeves, delivered the autumn budget. First-time buyers. From the 1st of April 2025, stamp duty land tax will be changed. Stamp duty will now be payable for properties from $300,000. Currently, first-time buyers pay no stamp duty on properties under $425,000. It doesn't too tough affect the channel that much as we look at affordable northern properties. But if you are buying in an expensive area or the south of England, you will pay stamp duty on an extra £125,000. If you are a first-time buyer buying a property currently, make sure you complete purchase before April. Wrap it up before April. Landlords. Attack. The attack continues. If you are buying a second property, you are required to pay a stamp duty surcharge. So for example, if you own a property with an ex and you're buying another property with a new partner, or if you're buying your dream home because you don't want to miss out on it, but you haven't sold your current home and you're like, I'll just rent it out until it sells, overnight, immediately, with no warning, the stamp duty surcharge has risen from 3% to 5%. The surcharge is to give first-time buyers, when purchasing properties, a priority. Hello, newsflash, that has not worked. If the government wants first-time buyers to have priority when purchasing properties, they're going to have to do a lot more than a surcharge. The surcharge comes into effect immediately from midnight. The 31st of October 2024, the surcharge is 5%. Oh my days, listen, the amount of sales that has fallen through overnight, mad, because people can't afford the additional 2%. No one knew this was coming. The amount of people that have gone back to the vendor to renegotiate the asking price, getting the vendor to drop the asking price by an additional 2%, the broken chains, the renegotiating on the mortgage because the purchase price has changed. For some people, this is added on a good month until you can even exchange. Now bear in mind, this is the beginning of November. There's going to be a lot of purchases that are not going to exchange or even complete this year. This has caused so much chaos for no reason whatsoever. It is absolutely insane. Let's get on to the viewing. This is an auction property. Always check the legal pack. As well as auction fees, you may have additional costs and other property problems. Today, we are viewing a freehold, back-to-back, terrace house, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. Parking is free. There is a small yard at the front of the property for outside space. From Leeds city centre, it's roughly a 15-minute drive and 15 minutes on the bus. There is no storage in this property. Now, for all the people that think landlords should not exist, this property is for you. This is an ex-rental property being sold directly by a housing association. Now, we don't know if they're reducing their stock or just selling this property as a one-off, but the point is tenants have moved out and now the property is being sold. First-time buyers. Yes, you're going to have to do some work on this property. It needs a new kitchen, bathroom, might have to replace the boiler, electrics, flooring, etc, etc. But this is a nice starter house. Especially if you're into DIY as well. You can take your time, do one thing, maybe the kitchen today. 6 months time you can do the bathroom. Another 6 months time you can do the painting. It's a nice little starter house. Landlords. This property is in the selective license area of Beeston. So if you're going to let it out to an ASD tenant, you need a license. Let's see what the rentals are for a 2-bed in the area. The local housing allowance rent for Leeds for a 2-bed is £772.89. Potentially, the property is open to a housing benefit tenant. But to save the £825, short-term lets do not need a license. So, how much can we get per night for a short-term let with 4 guests? The EPC is a D rating. Let's do the Jim Jam test. Is the local shop close enough for us to pop in our Jim Jams on a Sunday morning? As there is a large build-up of back-to-back properties, there's a nice little park where you can take maybe children or your dogs for a nice little run around. And we have our shop. The bus stop is a 3-minute walk and buses go directly into Leeds city centre. Let's ask the question, would you buy to live, buy to let, or does Leeds need more investment before you even think about it? As to be expected, there is no sales history. Probably been in ownership for a very long time. The last 2-bed back-to-back that sold on this road was in January 2024 and it sold for £106,000. What is the full asking price in the region of? Yet another empty. What did the property sell for, and is it within our budget?